a sec.
Yay, it works.
There we go. All right, good. There we go.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was having some minor technical difficulties, but we're good now.
It's okay. Yeah.
You leave tomorrow morning?
Yep. 6 a.m. So I'm getting up 1:30.
Oh.
Go to LAX. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave till Friday morning, so.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah, that's good. So that means I will be in Chicago by noon. So around noon or like 12:30 or something. So it's good.
And you're staying with Josh, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're going to. Yeah. Josh is making plans for a Thursday afternoon and stuff. So they will be. It will be ongoing from when I get there till I get home.
Very cool.
So lots of fun. Yep.
That's awesome.
So I'm making sure I'm copying the last of the files and stuff to some USB hard drives, so I have as much with
What's up,
me as
Naz,
possible,
Tim?
so I can work on stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing my final prep work here.
Yeah.
Tim, Naz, can you hear me? Just making sure chat's good. I guess Mike's not coming tonight. I don't know. Yeah. All right, cool. Awesome.
I hope he's coming. Yeah.
He may have a game, right?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, he might have a game. Yeah.
We'll handle this. He normally would say so. I got a new video, by the way, everyone.
Oh, that's like a year since the last new one.
I know, it's
yeah, at least a year.
It's Steven Chenault talking, a lot of it. So
okay, well I don't hear that, so I will hear him talking live in a couple of days. So.
Yeah. But this is him talking about the Gygax books, the Kickstarter, right?
Oh, the Gygax books and stuff.
Yep. Here we go. They've been playing on their channel too.
Back in 2001, when we first began working with Gary Gygax, he pitched this wonderful series of books to us. He called them the Gygaxian Fantasy Worlds, and what he envisioned was this encyclopedic set of books for role players, writers, game designers, the whole lot of us, that we could use in making our games, creating our adventures, writing stuff for publishable content, whatever it may be. And there was really no end to what he envisioned this series to be. We eventually published The Canting Crew, The World Builder, Living Fantasy, 7 volumes in total. We had another 3 that were ready to go to print, another 3 or 4 after that we were working on. So the series was really open-ended. We are bringing these back. That's what this Kickstarter is. We've got 7 books online ready to be printed. We've got another 3 right after that we want to get it minimally out as we were working on them at the time. Those will be out definitely in PDF, depending on how well the Kickstarter does, and maybe even more than that once we kind of push beyond the necessary stretch goals and all that mess. But welcome to the what we're calling the Gary Gygax World Building Archives, and please give us your support. Share it around if you can. Pledge if you can. Whatever you need to do, whatever you can do for us and the memory of Gary Gygax, we very much appreciate it.
Trollord Games, join the fray.
That ending was loud. All right. So, boom. Yep. What's up, Keith? Trying to do something here and it's not working. Machine. I'm talking to myself, sorry.
Worries. This is the most relaxing I've had in days now.
Yeah?
Scrambling around, packing, doing everything, and now I can sit down and do this. It feels like normal again.
Oh, well, good. Yeah, I've been doing the same thing. I've been running around like crazy.
Yeah. Dog Chico can sense that something is going on because when we took a walk, he just wanted to take it easy and not go ahead.
That'll be good. Understood.
Yep. Minnie, when I took out the suitcase, Minnie hid under the bed right away. She was like, she hated me. She knew that when the suitcase came out, then or the big backpack, she knew I was going to go away. So she just hid under the bed or something and just didn't look at me and just was pounding me right away.
That's a scoop. I have a scoop, Alfred. Thank you for that scoop. Yeah. Says that. Oh. Wait a minute, I'm wrong.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I thought it was something.
No scoop.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't even looked at Ian World for like 2 days now, so I'm completely behind because I thought I could sit on the airport and stuff and catch up on all the pages
not as
and
good.
stuff.
I almost scooped myself.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah. Alright. Hey. Thanks, Fancy. Yeah, I'll see Robert shortly, I guess, you know? It's my last stream, so then I guess he's Robert's skiing now or up on his way. It's good to see you. It's awesome. Part 2 of our tour of the Free City of Greyhawk, as we had Malden on the first time. We really went in depth on his published locations. This will be a little more back to the traditional what we were going to do on it. So, yep, but it'll be good. It'll be good talk. As we get rolling here for the last time, as far as in my own house for a while.
Yep. Well, the Chop House is awesome too.
What's that?
The Chop
I hit the
House
wrong
is
button.
awesome.
Oh man, I was trying to shout some people out. There we go. Go back to that. Duh. I was gonna hit that and that for. Yeah. So there we go. We don't need to stay down here very long. A tour guide outfit? Nah, man. No dressing up for me. No cosplaying. All right, let's come live here at 6. It's early anyway. Boing. All right. We're here.
Yep.
Anna and I are here. Why is that not showing you, Anna?
I'm almost here. Yeah.
Look at that picture. The Zoom pictures, not you.
It's a nice picture though. Yep.
That Zoom picture's not you. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Look. Ha ha! That is weird. Let me go to page 13. Something's wrong there.
See, there you go.
This is wrong up here. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
Something happened. Anna's like in a.
I'm here, but I can't see myself in the.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You
That's
can't
what the
see
problem
me,
is.
but I can see myself. Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can fix this. Wow. So of course it's probably due to some kind of bizarre freaking update, right? Here, let me add source here. Let me redo this. Yeah, isn't that fun? Let's go to. What the heck?
You're clipping the wrong part of Zoom, I think.
No.
Okay, no.
No. Look at that. It's showing an ad.
Should I go in and out?
I know there was a Windows update. It's just
oh yeah, I got one too.
But I don't know if that has anything to do with you know, it's not yeah, this is strange.
Should I try and jump in and out of Zoom? Perhaps
try that. Just try exiting completely and see what happens.
I'll try and come back again.
Yeah, what the heck? Stupid Zoom. Let me you know what? Let me do this for you. Everyone sit tight here. It's probably going to crash the stream here. The wonders of updates, right? I'm trying to end Zoom and I can't. That's great. It's Zoom. So what it is Zoom has frozen. That's what it is. So give me a second. It's there we go. There we go. Zoom had frozen for some bizarre reason. So that's what it was. A lot of we could try to skip. Yeah, I know. It's just it's a yeah. What a mess. I'm looking up. I'm like, that is weird. What's so good thing I don't have to worry about Zoom at all after this stream. Because I'm not going to be zooming anyone into the camera while I'm at Founders and Legends or GaryCon. So, yeah, but normally it's got to be some kind of weird update. Something but it looked like Zoom froze, and that's what the problem was. It had frozen. So we're just waiting for Anna to log back in, and then we'll see about this. So how's everyone doing out there? We're gonna have a fun discussion. Skype's way worse. No, baby, no. No, 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 no. Not with all the stuff I run. No way. No Skype. Skype will crash everything. Skype's too much of a memory hog. Yeah. Zoom can play tricks. Yep. Let's see when she logs back in. I mean, maybe it's not letting her go. There we go. All right. Let's see if this works this time. Nope. Look, same damn picture.
Okay, there we go.
It's the same thing. It's showing.
Okay,
it's showing
well
then weird...
worse. And then
I'm going to exit it and restart it. So
restart everything.
Zoom,
okay.
Just Zoom.
Okay.
All right, be right back. All right. Did you see that? We might have a Zoom problem. All right, there we go. Wow, that's weird. See, this is my life. 6 years of streaming, and I get this kind of crap going on. I have never set Discord up through Exploit. I could never do it at this point. Never embedded in and all that stuff at this point. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, it's probably some kind of stupid conflict somewhere with the Windows update and Exploit issue where it's not recognizing it properly. Who knows? Just no Anna, only Zoom. Yeah, I'm waiting. I got the Zoom set. I'm just waiting for Anna to come in, and then we'll see. We'll see if we get a weird connection again. So how's everyone? So use my Zoom one time. Someone else is already on Zoom. Yeah, it's I haven't had a problem with Zoom in months. It's probably some kind of update. Just note that this is the life when you stream. You have these kind of problems. These kind of problems pop up all the time. I'm just hoping it was a conflict here. We'll see. Waiting for her to log in. But I'm looking forward to just talking about Greyhawk and just playing chill tonight. One more day of work for me, and then we are off Friday morning off to the races when it comes to let's see.
Oh, can you? Yes, it probably works.
Yay!
Yay, it works. It
all
works.
Right,
it
there we
took a
go.
while. Yep. I could hear you and see you for like 2 minutes before.
All right, we're good.
Came around. So yep.
We're good. Who knows? Well, Greyhawk. So if you caught part one, we were lucky that Malden was able to hop on, and really we went over stuff from his from the Living Greyhawk Journal because that's on the map, which is really, of course I didn't get out the map today, but this one. This Free City Greyhawk map, which comes from Living Greyhawk Journal Gazette 2, and it's the map that we that we give away as the big gifts for fundraisers. By the way, it's a classic D&D reprint. It's going now. What's up, Tim? So we are good. So Greyhawk, the box set. We're going to do a lot of locations in here tonight because we don't have Malden, and we went through both of Malden's districts that he kind of discussed. Buckingham is in the 70s here. Yeah, I know, man. I got shorts on in here. It's kind of warm in here. I have to turn the fan on higher in here. It is kind of warm. So Anna, are you ready yet? You packed yet?
Almost.
Almost?
I packed my physical stuff. It's just I'm trying to squeeze in as much. I'm doing the last renders on this machine. I'm copying files and stuff
Cool.
like that. I have a couple of more Patreon posts so I'm pre-feeding it, so things will be coming live while I'm traveling and on the way and stuff. So
That's
yeah.
good.
So I started my Gary Con Bonanza today with for my patrons. I released 60 new shields and 2 heraldry compendium, so 675 megabytes of heraldry stuff.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Wow.
And there will be some goodies for everybody who watches tonight here.
Oh, that sounds good. Thanks,
Yep.
George.
We get to that.
We get to that, absolutely. So
Ties into the Greyhawk in a way. Yeah.
here's an ad for, and I'll talk about this later, but here's an ad for GaryCon. Well, that went up twice. That's weird. All sorts of weird conflicts tonight. Really strange.
Thank you, George, for resubscribing to Lord Gusumba.
Yeah, thank
Gary will be pleased. Yeah.
Absolutely. This is I added this because I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, so we're going to try to do this. So Sunday night at Founders and Legends. I know you got nothing going on. We're going to try and
Yeah.
Hey, new Tim. We're going to try and do a gabbing from the club
Yep.
Sunday night. Why not? Right?
Oh yeah, as usual. That's a Gary Con tradition. Now can do it twice.
Yes, we'll do this one and we'll do the Wednesday night one.
Yeah.
Which is the one that's dual streamed on both channels, but we're gonna try and get this one.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's 6 o'clock CDT, so it'll be normal time 7 EDT. We'll give it a shot. I haven't even told anyone, so guess, who knows? So
we'll see.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will give a Forgotten Temple Thousands an update. Because I will be into that 2 days. I'll be 2 days into this out of 3 days. So will I have killed Todd Stashwick yet? Who knows? Who knows? You never know. So, well, you can report it on the. Yes, exactly. I can report in from the casualties. So.
Yeah.
I forgot about the temple. What do you mean I forgot, Tim? I didn't forget about any temple. Yes. Oh, I see. You're trying to be funny. The ever mysterious Tim. Just make me eat more human flesh chips again, Tim, and that's funnier than. I'm just kidding. Just a joke there. All right, so Greyhawk, Free City Greyhawk box set. It's my favorite publication. It's so in depth. It's so detailed. It came out in 1989. This came out, which was this is pre-second edition era. It's in that transition time between first and second, and just had some stuff in it that was like, wow, so detailed, so many subplots, so many characters, so many like 3-stage characters, so many adventuring groups, so much detail on conflicts, things that are going on in the city, and I was just like, it's what I wanted to. I pray that my Altamira will be as good as this. And by the way, 300 copies of that coming to GaryCon, so the sneak peek. So everyone will get a copy if they want it. The maps. Let's go to a map here, and then we'll just.
Yeah.
I guess I will start rocking and rolling here off of. My transitions aren't working, which is really, really weird. It's like it reset everything. It's just switching here. It is really strange.
Modern worlds.
Yeah, it is.
Oh
really
yeah,
strange.
I have that
Let me
problem
see.
with so many things.
There we go. There we go. Man, I like erased everything. It's crazy. All right, there we go. Transitions are back here.
Good.
I'm going to go to the map that everyone knows the most. I mean, the earliest one that is in the box set, just because it's a better for reference.
Well, we have
Malvin's
the
is way better.
overview map, and then we have the city map, and then there's the sewers map, and then you have the isometric kind of illustration of the city as well
Yes,
in the city's
absolutely.
box set.
And
Yeah.
that is right there, as you can see it. That is actually right there. It's an art form.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Jay versus a Stream Deck. Let me tell you something. It's always freaking something, isn't it? Always is something. Please note the giveaways are going. Exclamation point drawing. Please feel free to sign up. So, all right. So we concentrated on, and these show how different they are. This section here, the Artisan's Quarter, which really, according to the Malden's map, takes place from here all the way over, right? And then Clarksburg as well. So this one section was all done. And if you want to take a look, just when you see this,
So-
and you go to
Yeah.
this, and you're like, oh my God, it's night and day.
Mhm.
As you can see, the level of
But
detail.
the interesting thing is that there is three sections, that the city is divided into three sections here.
Yep.
And the old city and the what the other two, foreign quarters and the new city, or what?
Well, they don't really. So,
Yeah.
section 1 is the lower quarter, right, which composes of the old city and the slums.
Because when you read the Saga of Old City, you have the old city and the new city, so to
Mhm.
speak, and then you have foreign quarters. Those are the three quarters, and so it's interesting that the people that did this map and did the box set didn't even read Saga of Old City properly, which was my biggest kind of, oh, come on here, you have a book that Gary wrote, and to me it seems like, now I'm putting up crap here, so
That's
please,
okay.
this is my speculation and nothing grounded on nothing else. It seems like they little bit on purpose wanted to get away a little bit from Saga of Old City and came up with their own version of the city with stuff from the Saga of Old City, but not fully. And we have to remember that Saga of Old City was a TSR product, so it's not something that Gary did on the side afterwards. So it was published, but they seem to have diverted from Saga of Old City quite a bit.
Well, this is 89. So this is way post Gary Gygax.
Yeah, exactly. So it's several years after, but to me that was what I was disappointed with, because Saga of Old City had so much Greyhawk City flavor to it, and all of a
Right.
sudden comes the box set and didn't tie into Saga of Old City to some degree, but not as much as I thought. It was like I wanted to have Gord's Greyhawk from the book,
And it
that
wasn't.
was kind of exactly, it wasn't. That was for me disappointing. So and also when it comes to maps and stuff, my
True, Sam.
expectations are always through the roof. But yeah, but that's another story. Yeah.
So there are slips in that got through editors, and I know of one
Okay.
in particular.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it, because it's really interesting. If we go here, and this is the Free City Greyhawk box set. This is a huge slip.
Yep. And
Let-
David, I think you're spot on. I think so too. I think that is probably the reason that he kept the Gord stuff. So they wrote that up, made sure that was not part of the box city. That's my guess too. Yep.
oh, interesting.
Yep. I think that was, my guess is that was some sort of deal. I don't know. It's just my hunch, because I think that otherwise, why wouldn't TSR use all the goodie bits from one of their own products?
But they didn't,
especially if
right?
they wanted to
Yeah.
thwart Gary
All
from
right.
using it, so to speak.
So here we are. This is where I think there's a little tidbit of
Yeah.
that's just some where is it? There's this. All right. So right here, this is the slip up, because and I'll explain why.
Oh, we had the Beggars Union. Maybe
Read-
it ties into.
Read this. When Beggarmaster Theobald, that's from the book,
Yeah.
King of Junk, participated in the war between the Thieves Guild and Beggars Union, and it says some 15 years back here.
Yeah.
But it said, it says here. Now here's another one. Following the disappearance of Theobald when the thieves attacked the Palace of Trash, okay, Gaspard took control of the Union and sued for peace with Aaron Toll, who's not mentioned anywhere else in this book, in this binder set, book set, but that line right there.
Hmm.
And so it tells me that this is, and which one is this one? Is this Niles or is this the other one? There's, let me see who wrote this. This is Folks, Feuds, and Factions, right? I always get them confused who wrote which one. This is Sergeant and Rick Rose. So they
Okay.
actually pilfered this from, right, out from the books.
Yeah.
Because there's no other
Mhm.
reference. Where did that come from? It had to come from there because there's no other
yeah,
reference of
exactly. It
Avatar
ties
anywhere else.
straight into the story. Yeah. So
Yeah.
my guess is that they tried to weed that book stuff out, but this passed
slipped.
the inspection, so to speak. They didn't catch this one.
Right, because I don't think Neroth Gazgel is mentioned at all in the book Saga of Old City.
Yeah.
Not at
Mhm.
all, right? Neroth Gazgel's not in there. Is Orgnention in
Um,
there? I don't think that.
No, I'm not sure. In the first two books,
Sam
I
will
wouldn't
know.
be surprised at all. But
Yeah.
in the first two books is as much Greyhawk lore he could cram in there. So he didn't have, because then he used. So my guess is that I can't remember on the top of my head if all these names were mentioned, but I'm pretty sure they were. I'm pretty sure all of these were mentioned.
I don't think. He's gonna check.
Yeah.
Sam, I don't think they both are. Maybe one, but I don't, because I don't think, like Aaron Toll's the head of the Thieves Guild. I don't ever recall who Org. Maybe Org was the mayor at the time.
Because Gord met them at the Wheel of Gold and stuff, and played games and had fun with them and so on. So they're mentioned several times, and
Aaron Toll
by name.
maybe.
Oh yeah, by name too. And he had some helpers and some others that are also singled out.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but what I'm trying to say is that they tried to anesthetize the Gary Gord novel books, and
hang on a second. Yeah, I think Sam is into something. Aaron Toll, Gord had a helper who eventually became the head of the Thieves Guild or something afterwards. So yeah, and right, yeah, he becomes very high up. Yeah, but
in the books,
it was, yep.
Now he's the guild master right at the beginning of the first book. Aaron Toll. I'm almost positive. Aaron Toll's the one that.
But Gord's sidekick from the early days, whatever his name was, he rises up to become a thief high up in the Thieves
I think
Guild
he married
eventually.
Aaron Toll's daughter instead. I think that's what you're thinking about. I know we're getting it all. Yeah.
We have to. But it's interesting that there's a lot of tie-ins. So yeah.
Yeah, so Rex Wallace says, yeah, I think that Nenshin was created after the fact. So they're trying to anesthetize it. It's okay. But you got to take it for what it is. And you can be a purist on the Saga.
Yeah,
of
but
Old
it
City,
just
which is
shows
fine.
that it's really hard when you have a game setting
Right.
to keep consistency. You have to
Special
really have like
writers.
you have to like a lore group, and you have to make a database where everybody who writes something put in a synopsis or
Yep.
like the points, and you kind of build from that people. And back in the 80s, that was an enormous undertaking because it had to be used in card system or something, because you didn't have computers, PCs back then to keep track of it. So that came in the 90s.
We had Commodore 64s at this point.
Well, yeah, which was kind of, and they weren't, you were not set up in a network or internet or anything like that. Bulletin board system, maybe BBSs with modems, but so I can understand why there were slip ups in that way when there were many different writers.
I just think that they, well, it says that in here. The Beggar's War just it passed 15. This is 15 years later.
But it's interesting that this is 15 years after the Gord books, which is kind of cool. Yep.
Yeah. So, and that's just the time frame of it. So, let's start. Why don't we start with those slums first and work our way up? How's that sound? We go to the bad sections first. So, you'll be surprised when you look at this and you go, there's not a lot here in certain quarters, and the slum quarter is that way. Oh my God, I'm just scrolling. I apologize. I'm gonna make you all go insane. Let me do this off camera and scroll up to the right place. I don't want to get you all, give you headaches. So much history of the city of Great. Yes. Could some conflicting stuff be pushed back into the past? Of course. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And we have had this discussion, Anna and me and a couple other people, on what do you do when you have something from someone's perspective. Well, that not necessarily is wrong history. That's just their perspective on what happened on their events. So I think that you could do the same thing here with your Greyhawk, but there's so
Yeah,
much history in
instead of
here.
writing it as like a matter of fact, you can actually
Right.
write it as a partial, like if someone is recounting something, and that way you can say, was that person's how they saw it, and that way there's more side to the story than just simple facts. Yeah.
Absolutely. So me, I leave Friday morning, and I should be in Lake Geneva probably by 1 or 2, 1 or 2 o'clock on Friday. You know, then I DM Saturday morning at 9, Thursden, um, and I got to find my 4 boxes that are there because there will be boxes there. Hopefully, with the terrain that Jeremy's left for me, and then Jeremy's bringing all the other stuff. So why can't I find what I'm looking for? My God, it's as you can see, here we go. Okay, there it is. All right. So Slum Quarter.
Yeah, who wrote the NPCs in the Greyhawk Adventures hardcover? We know Jim Ward was the one putting it all together, but I think a lot of it was written in pieces beforehand. He didn't sit down and write the whole book, I think. So there the original author of some of these parts might have been someone else.
So the problem with that is that um, Jim can't tell us, and we asked.
Exactly, we asked, and he said he was put together very quickly, and
Yeah,
that a lot of stuff was kind of laying around, from what I understand.
we wanted to know about the magic items in it. We
Yeah.
wanted to know about, we wanted to know about the spells, who did all the
Yeah.
great spells in there, and he couldn't tell us, and it was frustrating. So yeah, but
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
just
Jane, no game tomorrow,
no
right?
game tomorrow. No,
Yep.
no game tomorrow. No game tomorrow. I just don't. I got too much. I'm going to be gone a week and a half, so I got to. I got to. I've already called in enough chits. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find Greyhawk Adventures itself on my machine. I'm having all sorts of issues tonight. I should not be streaming. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. All right, there we go. I want to check something here. Greyhawk Adventures '88, correct? Yeah, it's the year before. So my guess is that a lot of stuff that was done in the '88 book here was propped up then afterwards for used in. If you go to all the people that were in here, um, you know, uh, the personalities, they decided, oh, we just need to get some key people because it's really piecemeal when you look at it, right? In
Mm-hmm.
this book on the people, it's like a hodgepodge of personalities, which is okay, but I just and then some of them I think they could have done some better people, but they were rushing on this book. So here's the Hall of Heroes, and here's Nerf Gazgal. So, yeah, we'll never know who wrote it. Hey, John, we'll never know who wrote this. Just won't. We just won't know. But definitely, the first Gore book came out in '85, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you look through here, it's not. This has no reference at all to the Gary's book at all. There's nothing
And
in
that's
here.
so sad because
Yeah,
it's
nothing.
was Gary's invention, and he wrote the
Yeah.
first kind of definitive works on the
Right.
city, and
Thanks,
then
Enoch.
they ditched their own lore. That was so sad.
Yeah,
But there might be a reason for it. So
there probably
may-
was a director from someone.
yeah.
I mean, Derder
Mhm.
Fanshin's another person who's in there, and the Greyhawk, Sentinel Nurev. They're all like Orgnenshin. See, it just says, was it Young Thief Rising in the Thieves Guild at the same time as Narf
Yeah.
Gazgal, but no, like, no talking about what happened in the books. So I just wanted to note that. All right. So, not that it's a good or bad thing. It just is what it is at this point. Because we're going way back in time. So who knows what the politics were at the time? Someone had made a decision. No. So, Mike, I've asked Jim Ward multiple questions on details. He rarely has them, which I can understand, really. But the most we ever got, the number one detail we ever got from Jim Ward was, Gary Gygax called him the Monty Hall DM, and that's where it came from, right? So we know that for a fact. So Oh, absolutely. It's a great book. It is absolutely good. I mean, it's our basis for where we started our Greyhawk Mage class too. So, absolutely, no doubt about that. All right, I got this up twice. So, your slum quarter is in a weird spot on this map. It's like up here, right? I, it's up here in the left-hand corner of the
And
old.
it's not big. But normally, the slum should be bigger than
Yeah.
the other ones, because in most societies you have more people in the lower classes, and there are fewer and fewer the higher up you come in the hierarchy.
My theory on this is they forgot about it and added it.
They just.
And
And that's why I said this city design to me lacks a lot of it. It's not anywhere near as deep as it should be.
yeah.
And that's the other thing, meaning the Gord books has way more to on this
Yeah.
than they
Uh,
kind of lost that part. Yeah.
Now that doesn't mean that the detail in the books is not good.
No,
So-
meaning the box, what's there in the box set
Yeah.
is great. It's just that it's the city design, physical layout of the city is not anywhere near good. But the point of interest and all that stuff from the box set is fantastic. It's that's the great good takeaway from the box set, is that all these locations, the guilds and personalities and stuff, that's fantastic. I want to keep all of that.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
use the physical layout more close to Gary's vision of the city.
Yeah,
A
and for
bigger
me,
city,
it's
way more people.
Malden's. That's what I'm going to
Mhm.
use.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of. Like, if you go to Malden's map here, and let's go to.
Well, he beefed up the TSR design or layout and made it much more palatable, in my opinion.
So if
Way
you go-
better.
But if you go here, he's got 2 added. It goes up to 10 in the original,
Yeah.
but we don't know what they are because you got 10, 11, 12. So he's got 2 added. But look,
Mhm.
there's a lot more room here to add in
Exactly.
things.
There's a little bit more
Yeah.
there than
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Mhm.
he only has 2 more added in on this
Yeah.
one. So
But there are very few poor people in the
Yes.
city of Greyhawk. If you read the Gord books, you get the opposite impression, that there's a lot of poor people in the city.
yeah, well, poor people make people sad, so maybe they just don't want people to be sad.
Exactly,
while they're
but it was because the Gord books is more Dickens and more
Yeah.
kind of
playing. True.
and this is
100%.
more kind of happy merry-go-round fun stuff with a little bit of intrigue sprinkled
True,
in.
Mac. That's true too.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I mean, it was so hard to cross-reference back then. I agree.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
And the Gore
It
books
was
are,
hard.
people don't know the Gore books like every line like they do now.
And
I
they
mean,
were they were written
I agree.
under a short time frame and
Yep.
and by people who weren't that into Greyhawk to begin with. They were good writers and
Right.
and could swing a lot of that, but they didn't have years and years of Greyhawk studies in their backs before they
Yeah.
wrote it. So yeah.
Had a naming convention for Greyhawk characters based on their presumed ethnic backgrounds. I have a conjecture. Characters so interested were given American or Armenian names.
Hmm.
That's a possibility. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Interesting. So let's start here. There's a big caravan warehouse here that the Merchants Guild and Traders Guild owns, and this is where all large caravans come to and from in the city, and it is in the slum quarter, which is kind of interesting when you think about it. Let me bring it up. Yeah. But it probably could be on the S1. No, look at the size of that building. It's the largest building around. So there it is. Yep, really large. Assassin's End. Oh yeah, I guess it's they're naming the city streets. Some very basic stuff. For this, the Merchants Guild has made an agreement with the Thieves Guild so that the warehouse is off limits. So there you go. That answers the question. Get off my lawn. There you go. So S2 Stairneys Stables. Lucius, am I saying that right? Stairneys owns this livery and shipping service. See, these don't sound like slum locations that much, do
No,
they?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Lucius is actually Eric du Ernst, oldest son of the brother of the current Duke of Ernst. See, I like that.
That doesn't sound slummy to me either.
Yeah, no. but he's hiding out.
So it's far. Oh, that I can get it. Yeah.
Yo, Kurt.
If they're trying to do undercover or something,
Yeah.
but at least you shouldn't put your title on the
Right.
deed then.
No,
Yeah.
it says here, survived by fleeing to Greyhawk with his governess when but a youth. He has remained in hiding under his alias since then. He plays the part of the genial buffoon, but dreams up the return to the throne that he feels is rightfully his. It isn't, of course. He has a small fortune buried deep in the ground within his stable, where he lives off profits as a well-run business. So there you go.
But that's like you said, it's a lot of good stories.
Yeah, he's willing to listen to wild schemes. So there you go. If you want a schemer, someone who helped me take over all of Ernst. Okay. Yeah, that'll go over well. So, yeah. Now, this is funny here because the Guild Hall, the Palace of Trash, is actually well known as 3. So it's up here on the wall. So
it's an enormous palace. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, and there it is. I think you could probably have those adjoining.
No streets or roads leading to it either. Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, another why it's there.
Well, they had to have it somewhere.
Yes.
So yeah.
Even the beggars are unionized, and that's what's cool. So look at it this way: everyone knows that there's thieves can't. But in Greyhawk, there's beggars can't too, which is another language you can learn.
Yeah, and the merchant can't too.
Merchant can't too, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, can't. Yep.
And the good thing about having those is, if you're using espionage adventures or you're using, intrigue adventures where you have different factions going up against each other. Remember, assassins, bounty hunters, classes like that, they can learn other languages too, so you can have some interesting. What about the city map from Schley? John, see, I don't use that one because that one was used in Expeditions Ruins of Greyhawk, and it doesn't have the options that these. Like, if I'm going to use a map,
now I need to take a look at it.
Yeah, I'm going to use this. I mean, this is the latest Malden map. This is the one I'm going to use. I mean, look at this. Right? But I can't use this one. There's a Palace of Trash there. I can't use this one because I don't have this does not cross-reference exactly with the books, so that's why. But this is the one I would use. I mean, look how nice and crisp that is. And this is the latest one. Yeah, someone on Anna, someone on Facebook said I've used this map for years, and I didn't realize Anna's name's on it right here.
I helped out. So the textures and the forests and the layering and stuff in the Photoshop document is from me. I helped Dennis set that up.
Yeah.
And then he added and took all his buildings in and stuff.
So the Schley map's nice, right? But the Schley map, if I recall, only has the locations in Expeditions to the Ruins of Greyhawk that are noted in the adventure. That's it. They don't have all these locations.
They have these nice bits of it, so to speak. So yeah,
it's nice.
Slate maps are fantastic. So yeah.
But if I want to go, where's G9? It's not going to have it on there because it's not part of the adventure. So
well, here is the whole map.
It's a good map, definitely. But
this looks gorgeous, and you can tell this one is based from Dennis' map. And not from the original TSR, because he has the same layout of the streets and the buildings.
So here's the problem with that. I don't have that kind of time, John. Because think about this. How many different, you got Schley, you got 2 different Malden maps, where we only know of the Malden locations in detail, all of them, from the articles, right, from the Living Greyhawk journals. We have all the other Greyhawk locations, and then we have all these maps. It's too much. I mean, I just don't have that kind of time to cross-reference them all. I did it in Harby, believe it or not. We're going to do Harby when I get back from Greyhawk. Listen to me, Gary Kahn. In fact, the creator of the Earth Journal 10, I think his name's Muldowney, said he'd come on. So. From that Harby, but yeah, it's just too much. It's too much. It's an undertaking I can't do. If someone wants to do it, that would be great. But that's why I'm here.
I'm going to do it.
Go for it, Anna.
Yep.
That's a lot of locations.
Yep. Oh, I'm going to add way more.
Okay.
I have as many locations in my crit wall map already as it is on this Greyhawk map, roughly.
Yeah.
I haven't detailed them all, but I'm soon there. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any problem with that. That's fantastic. So
But I
that's
don't
why I
have
have this
anything
map
else
up,
to do.
just
Yeah.
so you can visually reference when I
Yeah.
discuss something in the book where it is. That's the only reason. So there's only so many hours in a day.
Yep.
All right. So
Well, I this is my full-time gig, so that's why I
yeah,
have the time to do this. I do.
it's Anna's full-time
Yeah.
gig.
Mm-hmm.
For
Probably the only one who's
Anna.
employed myself almost full-time doing Greyhawk stuff.
Anna is crazy, right? Anna does some nutty.
Oh yeah, I'm crazy. Yeah.
When it
You
comes
will
to
see at GaryCon how crazy I am. Yeah.
No, see, so you all know. So here's the thing. Here, I got to update something here. Of course, now this thing's updating. We'll all see how crazy all of you are. Curtis, Anna, whoever else, Brett, whoever else is volunteering when Josh starts cracking the whip on you.
Yeah.
Then we'll see how crazy
he already
you all are.
cracked the whip on me for years. So.
Because the last thing I want to do is, like I said, Josh is going to put you guys all through a ringer here, and I'm not. It's not my idea of fun. So, but yeah.
But the good thing is, I do most of my work before the convention, not during it.
Well, yeah, you do. You do.
Yeah.
There we go. So, but
while you're thinking around there, I'm going to drop a link in chat here.
There we go. We're up. It's up. Sorry.
So
all sorts of
you guys take a look at that link. It's from I made it. It's my patrons have my patrons already seen this for about a week. I was going to wait until GaryCon to show it to everybody, but now we're talking about cities. So I'm going to. That is the link to my crit wall map.
Awesome.
This is version 2 of crit wall map. The first one that is kind of feature complete, so to speak. It has all the trappings. Doesn't have all the locations on it, but it has all the features of it as a map. And I wanted to show, because that's my first proper city map that has all the stuff in there. And I'm already starting to research the city of Greyhawk for making the city of Greyhawk map. So, and that's my first map. And I've already know how to make it better. So that's the kind of quality I want to have on the and it's not only the city. I want to map everything many miles around the city as well at the same standard of quality, so to speak.
So Jeff, how did he wrangle you into KP duty on Friday and Saturday?
Yeah.
Scottish Jeff's got to set up the what do you call it? Chop house. Oh my gosh! Well, you get to set up the chop house for me playing Saturday in the group.
Yep.
I know. I'm just being a smart ass. All right. So, but it is funny.
Yep.
So I'm gonna quote Full Metal Jacket. Better you than me. S4. Why that's small. I think that's a temple, a little shrine of Ralshaz there.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, we have a Ralshaz location, and we come here and we see the temple of Ralshaz. This lonely, that building's lonely. It's void like the plague, but I'll save the priest who tend it. So I guess Venarian Vord comes here when he's in Greyhawk. So yeah.
The big map of crit wall is 50 by 44 inches, if you print it. And there's a 24 by 36 inches version 2 that only has the city around the walls. It doesn't have much of the surroundings. But at GaryCon, I'm going to show way more than that city map. That's what I'm going to say of it. I have even more rendering in the background here. So there's going to be way more at GaryCon. So hold your horses. Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun stuff everyone's going to show. It's going to be a great time. All right. So, S5, the Assassin's Guild Hall. So, it looks like a rundown boarding house or tenement. Now, we changed this up in my game.
Okay.
We said for some reason we wanted to make it like a front and kind of the same front and all of them, just because it was like kind of a spoof. So we always said it was the rope makers establishment. So we made this instead of a rundown tenement. We said it was a rope makers location for S5. So that's how you know. How old is your computer? How old is it? Who I was gonna say.
I think maybe David that said it kind of
Yeah.
comes slow, like a fax thingy. Yeah.
So you can see there's not that much in this area. We got the Assassin's Guilds here. So you got the Assassin's Guild and the Beggars Guild not far from each other.
Yeah. It's easier if they're going to have a fight than just across the street.
Yeah.
Makes it easier.
The Galdron's Locksmithy. So look at this. This dude has a +5 short sword defender. My God.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nasty, nasty weapon. What he talents in the real world tend to be similarly sized tenants, but rather being split. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of this has to do with them being rushed to get this out as quickly as possible. Here's the Dragon Turtle Tavern. So there is an inn here. It's surrounded by large shady oak trees. A remarkably rural atmosphere for a place located at a back street in the city's dingiest quarter. This is the cheapest tavern in the Free City, though its fare is far from the lowest in quality. Ew, lice-infested straw beds. Yuck. Okay. Well, that just put a picture in my mind, and I was like, oh, that's pretty gross. I love the name of the next place, the Left Hand Inn.
Yeah, it's a great name.
S8.
Yep.
That's a really good named place. So let me see here. We can locate this. So here it is. It's down near the end here. We only got these three left, 8, 9, and 10. So the Left Hand Inn. Mad Al is this? Yep. Mad Al. So over the years, he's driven away most of his regular customers with rude observations and thoughtless insults. I don't know what the lice population in Greyhawk is, and I don't want to know. That's pretty gross. So, yeah. The inn gets its name because of the left-handedness of the original proprietor. Drinks and food are free for any character who can throw a dagger into the bullseye of a small target of the bar using his or her left hand.
Cool.
There you go.
That's an interesting cool one, because you can use your dex score on your character, or if you have third edition, you can have multi-dexterous feats and stuff. So
yeah, and
two-fisted fighting or something like that.
Got that in first edition.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of that, but most, you can make yourself left-handed if you want in the game. I don't see anything wrong with that, but most characters are assumed to be right-handed, I guess. So Earth Day Eve, where most laborers look forward to the following free day, the inn hosts knife throwing contests of left and right-handed categories. There you go. 20 gold pieces. That's a big prize for the slum quarter. All right, Fedrut's Daggerarium.
Daggerarium.
Yes, that's what it's called.
Cool.
Fedrut's reputation was really established with daggers, so he makes swords of all types, steel heads for arrows and spears. All his weapons are of exceptional quality, though they are not magical. So, yep, there you go. And there's some ideas on examples that his weapons could actually break opponents' blades, which is not something in the original Greyhawk first and second edition rules. So that's pretty cool. You could add that in, a little bit of a change up there. So that's neat. And then lastly, the Chapel of Ulaz in here.
Yeah.
So, it's in the wooded periphery of the Old Well, which is a location that Malden has marked on his map. And not by accident, Ulaz's devotions are best performed in the wild. So, the actual observances of Ula occur 3 times, morning, afternoon, and evening, each god's day, and are performed beside the well. So, yeah. And that shows here. And that's right here. That's the Old Well, I'm assuming. It's pretty large.
Yeah, it's like a dam, but on the other hand, the city might need it. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because you always wonder about sanitation and all that other stuff. It's less. That's why they have zombies roaming, cleaning the sewers. So. Yes, I wonder why they. I guess they like Daggerarium just to sound ostentatious. Which is okay. But then the whole rest of this low quarter, all the rest of this, is the old city where there's a lot of great stuff going on. So we barely, besides the Assassin's Guild / Rope Makers Guild, barely in my games that we've adventured here, of all our groups. But there's a lot of places in the old city we used coming up here, a lot of them, and they were really some really cool, fun times. And it's a large district, so and some really neat stuff here in this section. So, anyone adventure in here besides me and this section of Greyhawk? Well, you know, we used the whole city, and
Yeah.
people had their hangouts. So, yeah, my son played with the cutler. Okay. What did Sam say here? Exactly.
Now I'm thinking, are the odd alley, is that one depicted in the box set? No, it's not, right?
It's not the one where it's extra dimensional.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, it's from the
But
core book, so
Malden may have added it on his map, and we just don't know it.
yeah,
You know, that is
because that's a
very
cool
possible.
location. Yep.
It's very possible it's on here, and just I don't know. See, this one does not have the streets on it, so I can't tell you, you know, because I don't have the cross reference for it, where Odd Alley is on here. But I bet you it's here somewhere.
Yeah.
Like right here, he has this T-35, this section by itself right here, which is not a town. You know, is that it? Who
Yeah.
knows? It could be.
It might be, yeah.
You know, so
But I like the fact that he has proper city blocks in
yeah, it
the
looks so
city.
much better, nice and crisp.
Mhm.
You know, it was stuff on the outside too, so where it expanded, and his upper area is also sparse too. I mean,
Yeah, but that makes sense. That people that are filthy rich, they upper class, they want to have some space around them and parks and all that. That
Right.
makes perfect sense. It's
Okay.
the richer you are, the more bigger footprint you should have, so to speak. That I think comes with the territory, so that makes sense. Or the odd alley might be from this City of Hawks that he published under New Infinities, and not from Saga of Old City. That's true. Yeah.
Yes, Rexels. Yes, but it's cross-reference of all. You know, so there, if there's conflicts, I mean, you know, complete different offers for each book. I can see it being a, yeah. So, yeah. You got. I guess I don't know how they coordinated it. You know, inside cities, the wealthy will squish themselves into the center of. Also, note that Malden's keeps on adding to his. You know, he added Jason Bullman stuff we talked about here, right? All this. You know, as you can see, all these numbers. He added all this. He added this whole section here, right? This is all new ads post. So he may have Odd Alley on here, even though it's later on, because this map is not that old. What's this map? 10 years old, Anna? If that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it probably, because we worked on it just when I moved to California. So it's probably about 10, 11 years.
So Odd Alley may be on here. You know, yeah. So, yeah. Very possible. All right, well, just using this for the time being just to show numbers that we know where they are. All right. So, Turn Deathstalker has his own secret agency. It's a service agency located just within the old Black Gate. Offers butlers, maids, cooks, laborers, gardeners, valets, and most other sorts of servants for hire. However, the owner is the is he still a Guildmaster of Assassins here? I always loved him as a Guildmaster. I don't want him. I hate him roaming about and stuff. You know, leaving the city. I always loved him in the city. So, the first couple chapters of Quad Heat novel were set in Greyhawk as well. A couple of details there. Yeah. So there's so much to cross-reference, Tim. Yep. Lots and lots of cross-referencing. It's almost, you know. So the only nefarious going on is that, you know, some of them are actual assassins. So that's minor. Get information. All right, the White Horse Inn T2.
Oh, that's interesting that the first couple of chapters of Quag Keep. I need to read Quag Keep.
Yeah.
I don't think I've read it. I have it sitting here somewhere. So yep.
But it's in the Free City?
Apparently, yeah, I
Okay.
didn't know that part, but
Okay.
yeah.
He
But that's
hated it.
really cool. Okay, well,
Well,
I need to read
yeah.
it anyway. Yeah.
Ugh. What year was that published?
Quag Keep.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Hang on a second. Let me. That
Note
will
that
be.
this T2 is right here coming out of the Black Gate. It's very nondescript. The White Horse Inn. We have a White Horse Pike where we live, right, Michael Zuzak? And a Black Horse Pike in Jersey. Food is plain but nourishing and served in ample proportions. There's an old city watch station here at T3. At 79. Wow. Holy jeez.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So the Merchants and Traders Guild Hall has a livery where they, horses, mules, oxen. So the center wing of the building contains a guild of merchants and traders. So it's got its own separate notation here. So we go to T4. As you can see, that's this. I actually have this. I've used this before. I've put this out on my table, this area, before. One time. Tough to repeat. Yeah. White horse and black horse pikes. Fun stuff. So, Madame Serena's fortune teller. This is another interesting place. If you want to have, and it doesn't say she's a Rennie or anything like that. It just says a wrinkled woman in colorful rags. And she, can tell your fortune. If she's a shyster or whatever, that's up to you. But can use her as you see fit. I can't believe it was 78. Oh, the author fully understood the concept. Yeah, I've never read it, so that's interesting. So another place that may smell bad is the is this area, and that's T6, which is the city slaughterhouse. Yeah, probably not a fun place to hang out. Right there. So I'm going to tell you, Jeff. No, the Gold Digger is. I'm going to give you some backstory on the Gold Digger. It's one of my favorite places, as a matter of fact. All right. So, and there's a city slaughterhouse. Then the Night Watchman Guild Station's down here, T7. Let's talk about T8 here. So this is not. It's a dwarven bar. The raucous establishment is the primary gathering place for dwarves in the old city. Though many humans and some halflings can be found here as well. Half-orcs are roughed up if they so much as show their faces. All customers except dwarves are expected to check their weapons at the door. So, an Axel Thornhue is the proprietor. So the Iron Brigade, I have Brolin, the priest of Moradin, and Bill has his specialty priest of Tritharian, Trevin. And during the early days, they would like to get away from the rest of their group because they were more like the chaotic goods. You had your lawful goodies and you have your chaotics. So they would go down to the Gold Digger, and usually every adventure, one of them would get a major catastrophic injury. Whether it would be an arm lost, you got to get regenerated or dreamed, or an eye removed, or teeth knocked out, or whatever. So they go down, they tell the stories at the bar to all the people, all the dwarves there, and they get all their drinks bought. And this would be a repeat, like post, and this is well before we're streaming, post adventure event. They go down to the Gold Digger and they tell their stories to everyone, and oh, that didn't happen, but it always did. So that was always a fun time there at the. It was a really cool establishment, and it was right on the main strip. T8. So, like I said, there's not many dwarven places in Greyhawk. This was one of them. So, yeah, that probably smelled wonderful. Yeah, thanks. Of course, Rick Swallace. I hope you have a good night. Yep. Like I said, we're meandering along tonight. It's just one of those really relaxing evenings. which is fine, right? City Encounter is a good resource. Cool. There's Courtney. Hope you're feeling okay. Hope things are going well. We're just talking some Greyhawk City tonight. So hanging out, enjoying it. Getting my stuff together, getting packed up, getting all my resources ready to go. So, getting shirts pressed, getting, toiletries together. Excellent. Great to hear. All right, so that's the Gold Digger, a great tavern. We're just talking about how everyone said how bad Quad Keep is, Alex. So I'm not sure, and I didn't realize
I'm going to read it now.
Yeah,
yeah, I haven't.
But
because I haven't been to
wow.
Pearland and Adventure and stuff, so I skipped it. But now I need to read it. So yeah.
Prince Rommel is never seen there. That's funny, Doc Jack. No. So I'll tell an old Mother Grub story because we should get there today. But here's another. Just Dragon Inn, all different names, and here's the Brass Dragon Inn. This inn is a rambling maze of wings, towers, sleeping and dining rooms, a kitchen, comfortable fire lounges, smoky, noisy beer halls. So, but the prices are charged are the highest in the old city. So, like I said, all day long, I would rather go to the Gold Digger than here. But so look at the size of this place. That's a Gold Digger. Duh. Oh no, that's it. The Gold Digger's T8. My bad. Yeah, it's huge, huge. Gold Digger's up further. Oh, it's right across from it. There it is, right at the entrance. Gold Digger here, Brass Dragon here. Yep. Hey, comma. Yep. So classic D&D reprint giveaway, please feel free. Last one. All 90. I think all my giveaways are going to be gift certificates when I'm at Founders Legends Gary Con if I do them. Okay. Well, I got a bunch of codes. So at the top of the hour, we'll do the Troller Games ad again for the Kickstarter. It's only a minute long, so we'll do that. And it's Steven Chenault talking, so we'll do that one shortly. Sound like a plan? Very cool. All right. I said large area. Let's do this. Let's go to here. Okay. T10, Chapel of Old Damara. So they take care of that. So worship for the deity of social gaiety, music, good fellowship, and drinking. Yes, the Wandering Minstrel. So it's a party house, basically. That's all we need are more parties in Greyhawk. T11, Shrine of Biori. Awesome. John, thanks. So it's coming. Now I have 300 bound books are coming at GaryCon. So one second. So never too many party. Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. So Biori, the Earth Mother. We go to T12 here, and here's Old Mother Grub. So if you don't know about this place, you should, because here's where, and you got to be careful. And have you ever used this place?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Here it is. There it is. Old Mother Grubs. Now, let's go to the special section for this. So, Full Feuds and Factions, Chapter 5.
Yeah?
Yes. One of the rundown building stands by itself. This is can be you do not want this place, you don't want this place being wiped out in the first time you use it. All right, you just can't have that. So It should be after the Beggars Union. It should be right after this. Rennie. It's chapter 5. It should be in here. Rennie. There it is. Okay. Let me go to this. Go back. Of course. Oh my God! Man, I am a mess. There we go. Reset. Okay. Old Mother Grubs. So this disreputable establishment is located in the Thieves' Quarter. It's known as a gambling house and a haunt of ladies of dubious virtue. It's right up a lot of people's alley. Not as good as the Tickling Feather, though, in Altamira or Diamond Lake. The fact that doxies will pick your pockets here is well known.
I think the Tickling Feather should start they should have a affiliate house in Greyhawk as well.
Well, there's one in Diamond Lake, which is not that far outside the city.
Oh, okay,
right?
well, yeah. So
Diamond Lake and
Altamira.
Altamira.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them. So yes.
Yeah.
Now, Baron, there will be fourth quarter. It's coming fourth quarter for it's on the schedule. Yep, it is coming. I've talked with Steven Chenault. We're good. So Old Mother Grub. Thank you very much. Old Mother Grub, in fact, is a vampire, polymorphed to appear as an old crone. She uses the fact that numerous persons of social significant Greyhawk visit her establishment to extort monies through blackmail. So, in the basement below Old Mother Grub's are 2 chambers chock full of other individuals who have been turned into vampires by Old Mother Grub's energy drain attack. Right smack dab in the Old City section of Greyhawk. So, right in plain sight. What you do with this, you can have a lot of fun in your adventures here. This was all tied in the Sail and Made Me Do It one, where with the crown and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
Old Mother Grubs is you can have a lot of fun with it. There's also here is she's a disguised vampire. You can bump her up even further. All her minions, you can put as many minions as you want. Yes. The vampires that Old Mother Grub keeps in her basement are not as powerful as she is, but most of them do not have special class-related abilities. But, if some of your own friends get turned or some of your acquaintances disappear, especially those that like ladies of the evening, and they go in and you never see them again, and you could have a lot of fun with this. So, yeah. She looks like a crone of 70 or more years old. So, yeah.
Jay's Angels. Yeah.
What's that? That's not funny, Alex.
Yeah, it's funny. It's awesome.
I don't think it's funny. I don't know if Courtney. Yeah. Courtney's probably laughing too. But yeah, Jeff Grubbs. That's funny. Yeah, probably they named it after Jeff Grubb. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised at all. Because he was around at TSR at the time, I think.
Yeah, it's very possible. Or it just sounds good, Old Mother Grub. So
yeah.
There's also another person, Sharon of Corel. So there's a priestess of Corel who wanders about the town. Here she is, Karen Mandare. So she is human here, and yeah, she looks innocent, even naive, but she is cruel, malicious, and thoroughly unpleasant. And gets along well with Mother Grub. So they got an arrangement where she's not getting turned into a vampire, but she helps. She helps out with getting captives and getting individuals in here. So look, you got a whole bunch of it's actually even the area is even done up. So there you go. You have a map of it. So yeah, it's a good little side thing. But my suggestion is don't waste it in one evening. Pull it out a long time. I mean, it was 20 years before we had it actually. They had to assault it because of what was going on in the adventure. But yeah, and I believe Old Mother Grub escaped. They burned the place down at that point. And it says actually From the Ashes that what happens in the From the Ashes update is a high-level paladin's friends get killed inside, and he comes looking with a whole group, and then they wipe the place out. So you can put that into your canon however you want, into your own storyline. But yeah, there you go. It's a fun... What could be more fun? And you notice there's no Thrommel anywhere to be found, so stop with that. How many grades did Tim bring? I don't believe Tim was on that adventure. That's a good point there, Naz. I think Tim was not on that one. It was Iron Brigade people, so I don't think Tim had a character. But yeah. Yeah. Reminds me of TOE Mother Scrang's Herb Shop. Possibly. Yep. Right. Mother Scrang's herb shot is in Nulb. Was Big B the gnome there? No, he was trying to quit at the time. He was out. Yeah. No. You guys are all surly tonight. That's awesome. I love it. So there. I may just run an Old Mother Grub Adventures and just kill a bunch of people off because out of spite. How's that sound? No, just kidding. Fun area. And so some of these areas get more detail on them off of this. So, yep. All right. You got your public bathhouse here. And you got the Temple of Zerbo as well. All right, so wait, it's past 8. All right, I'm gonna here. Let's play this. Here we go. Let's see if I hit a right button here because I mixed them all up. Here we go. We'll just play this again. It's quick.
Back in 2001, when we first began working with Gary Gygax, he pitched this wonderful series of books to us. He called them the Gygaxian Fantasy Worlds, and what he envisioned was this encyclopedic set of books for role players, writers, game designers, the whole lot of us that we could use in making our games, creating our adventures, writing stuff for publishable content, whatever it may be. And there was really no end to what he envisioned this series to be. We eventually published The Canting Crew, The World Builder, Living Fantasy, 7 volumes in total. We had another 3 that were ready to go to print, another 3 or 4 after that we were working on. So the series was really open-ended. We are bringing these back. That's what this Kickstarter is. We've got 7 books online ready to be printed. We've got another 3 right after that we want to get it minimally out as we were working on them at the time. Those will be out definitely in PDF, depending on how well the Kickstarter does, and maybe even more than that once we kind of push beyond the necessary stretch goals and all that mess. But welcome to the what we're calling the Gary Gygax World Building Archives, and please give us your support. Share it around if you can. Pledge if you can. Whatever you need to do, whatever you can do for us and the memory of Gary Gygax, we very much appreciate it.
Second part's too
Trollord
loud.
Games, join the fray.
It's way too loud. Chuck's voice.
Yeah, you have to tell Chuck that he needs to edit better.
He may have rushed it. So there you go. So that's for the Kickstarter. Just so you're aware things are going well for it. I know they got a lot of money already set for it. So, all right. Let me go here. Wrong button. Oh my God. So I jumbled up all my buttons and they won't reset till I restart the thing. I just got to start hitting my stream deck because it will say the same. You got your public bathhouse, Temple of Zerbo. Merchants, travelers who were required to journey often by boat or ship. A miniature replica of a great galley stands in the foyer of the temple, which leads to the richly appointed sanctuary beyond. There you go. So that's pretty neat. Your common crypt. So there are catacombs here detailed in Chapter 13, the Undercity. This is not the Lord's tomb. This is a vast mausoleum. So I've done adventures in the Lord's Tomb. I've stayed away from the Common Crypt, but it's a cool place you could put adventuring. This will also connect to a lot of, this definitely could connect to the Thieves Guild secret locations and the Assassin's Guild secret locations. Definitely connect in there. And if we bring up this, I think this was just the Assassins and Thieves. Let me see. So actually, I think, yeah. So as you can see, here's the old crypts here, and look, there's connections all over the place on this. It's kind of neat to see. Just this map was done. This is not bad for its time in '89.
No, it's good. Yeah.
Showing. You know, you got your Thieves Guild here, your Assassin's Guild, showing all the locations that and they have connections into the crypt area here. So, that was cool to get that map. It was cool to have that because that was cutting edge for us too back in the day.
Yeah.
To have that stuff. All right. Milrose Brewery. One of the few manufacturers say that runs 3 shifts, so it's the distinctive smell of growing yeast wafts up and down from the processional. So that smells like sunshine, right? Oh, see, man, I can't even do a salty one there because it's just couldn't even. All right, so we got a brewery, Madame Zaccarusso's Rooms for Rent. So it's a boarding house. Madame Zaccarusso is a one-eyed hag of a woman rumored to be a witch who nonetheless keeps a clean and quiet house. Now, this is where Capricia Malara lives. We know about her in the Assassin's Guild, Chapter 5, Folks, Foods, and Factions. So there's always some savory people. Um, why do they not have more tunnels under the internal city wall? That doesn't show sewers there, Mac. That just shows special tunnels, I think that
Is
map
that
was.
the rich folks don't want the poor people to tunnel under the wall into their part of the city.
Right.
They might even be, yeah, because there's usually a reason you put up walls, even internal walls, so to speak. So you don't want people to, because you don't want the walls to be full of holes, whether above ground or underground.
So I'm going to ask Sam something. I don't know if you're going to be able to
Yeah.
do this because it may be, and if it's on a site. Can you find and link? I think it's called Question of Measles. Coming up. Explain why. MEAZEL. Let me see if I can find it. All right, I got it here. HM4.
Okay.
That's not the right one. That's Pop Goes the Measles. 1 second. I have it here. Here it is. A case of measles. All right. So this is by Brian Doherty. So I'll explain what happened here with this and what I did. So here's your map, and here's the Great Burn. All right. T18. Okay. So yeah, I did find it. I just I was like, oh, there it is. Okay. So we have this, and then we have this. Wrong one. Here we go. Okay. So here's the Great Burn. A decade ago, a great fire. It says 10 years. Consumed this portion of the old city, causing great loss of life, especially among children and the elderly. Rumors claimed it was set by agents of the Beggars Guild as attack against the Thieves Guild. So there you go. So this is part of the war. This is actually what happened during the war. So the scar of the fire remains, perhaps left by the guildmaster's reminder to thieves of this perfidy of their old city neighbors. Rumors around claim that the burned site is haunted by the ghosts of those killed in the fire. So, when I ran expeditions to the ruins of Greyhawk, which is here, right? I ran this. Now, a lot of you know these characters. Some of them, like Theon, is in this group, especially Priest Titarian, Tabitha, I'm a fighter mage, Desmond, which is Tom's Inquisitor, which some of you may be playing coming up at GaryCon. That's the Iron Fury group, which worked for the Iron Brigade. So when I'm running this Expedition to the Ruins of Greyhawk, at the same time to make things so I'm not running just a crawl right over and over. I run this, which is a case of measles, which takes place in the Great Burn. All right. This is by Brian Doherty. Someone has killed a guild courier in the midst of the Great Burn under the very noses of Greyhawk City. Thieves Guild. The burn has been an eyesore and a danger of the old city for a decade now. Rumors abound of ghosts and scavengers and of the fire-scarred landscape. The guild wants your novice band to get to the bottom of the mystery. So I use this as an entry adventure for first-level characters with a lot of side quests. But there's a lot going on here. We can split this up. So this adventure, if you can find it, here's the map of the area, right? Here's the map of the actual Great Burn. You can tell how old this is. Look at that. I don't know if that's campaign cartographer or what that is on.
That's probably
old campaign cartographer.
I'm not sure. Braggy did maps of that standard. I'm not sure what software he used, but it was common at the time because I've seen lots of maps that was that way. It might be campaign cartographer with certain styles set.
So there's a lot of different side quests and sidebars and things you can do. So if you want a first level adventure that is not adventure cards or is, something a little different, here you go. And it's first level. It can introduce you to, what I should suggest is at least have one thief, have someone linked into the guilds, have someone linked into the Thieves Guild, have someone linked into the Merchants Guild. It could, they don't. It could be a priest or something. Have a couple people that are worship deities that are in the city, and that's how you can link in the adventure for these characters and run this. So, yep, it's got exactly. It's got a lot of meat to it. Plenty of things to do. And this is something you can just run at your leisure, and that's what I did. I kind of ran this and then tied it in, and they went on other adventures for it, and so we're running high levels and low levels at the same time. So much. All right, just an idea, and that will take care of the Great Burn area, which I always thought was a really cool idea. So, all right, case of measles, CGA1. Brian Doherty, what's his? Does he have an online login? Sam, what's his name on Cannon Fire? I know he's got another name.
Sure.
Sam will know.
Yeah,
Sam will know. Yeah, I only got the one copy of this. Oh no, you don't know? Okay, no idea. All right, no problem. Not a biggie. So, where do you get that? All right, so John. Sam, I believe it's somewhere on Cannon Fire's site. Okay, John, he did miss a lot. Okay, all right. So I believe it's on Cannon Fire's site. If you can't find it, Discord me and we'll see what we can come up with. Because I know, Sam, it's part of the AOL files. The old AOL files had this in here. When I
don't Google it with the word measles because it will always try to get you to this. So I put in Greyhawk and see here downloads.
So look under Brian Doherty as well. So one last thing, look under Brian's here. Look under posts by Brian Doherty. That name on Cannon Fire.
I think I found the link here. Hang on a second.
It's CGA1.
There we go.
Oh, you got it? Oh, right, Anna.
Got it. I think
beautiful.
I got it. Yeah.
There you go.
I just needed to Google Greyhawk instead of case of measles and CGA1 and then
perfect. Everyone can download it now. So there you go.
I think so. Yep. Right. I hope the link
very
works.
cool.
So, yep.
So just I highly recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
Something cool and different because a lot of people. How many of you knew about it? 2, right? That's what I'm saying.
I had it. I downloaded it when it came out from Cannon Fire, but I didn't realize. So now I put it in my Greyhawk notes because I have the PDF sitting in my collection here. So yeah,
definitely, it's worthwhile. I
great.
Don't
it's awesome.
recommend stuff that's not good. So definitely.
But it's so good that we have cool stuff made by people in the community.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. So something, especially low level too. It's a good introductory way to get yourself into.
Overall rating is 9 on Cannon Fire. So yep.
Yep, definitely. So, all right.
It's only total votes of 1 though. So
that's okay. It wasn't me
take
either.
It with a pinch of salt, but it's anyway. It's good. Yep. Yep.
Something that is worthwhile. Yo, good to see you, Rethix. All right, let's continue here as we will. Finish this section up and then we can go into some FNL and GaryCon stuff. All right, so here we are. We got this whole side left here, and there's not too many. Zorbo's House of Fun. All right, so this building is organized from a long maze. The House of Fun involves imaginary encounter. It's a fun house, just like you would think. With a fire-breathing dragon, a mummy emerging from its crypt, a pit that seems to fall away forever, and other very real challenges. So someone is really disturbed and made a fun house in Greyhawk.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. That's fun. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not like an Iusian type of fun house, though, Anna. More
that's probably not a fun house.
Yeah. Well, it could be fun for some people. So.
Yeah, a horror house.
Hey, Larendrian, good to see you.
Haunted house. Yeah.
Yeah. Too much fun I'm having. All right. Devin Halfhawk's Pawn Shop. Devin is a crude, slurring half-orc who's far more clever than he seems. So, no sequels to Puppets. I'm running my sequel to my ode to Puppets Thursday, a week from tomorrow. So, some of the people here are playing in it. Well, who's playing in it? Yeah, we got a bunch of people playing it. Lee's playing in it. Kurt's playing in it. Scottish Jeff's playing in it. Mm-hmm. Yep, and they all got the characters all chosen already. So puppets and then some. All right, so it's a pawn shop. The real purpose of the shop is to serve as a secret entrance to the Thieves Guild headquarters. So it's often used by thieves leaving on missions. Devin only admits those he recognizes to the secret entrance. So there you go. It's going to be pandemonium. Yeah, you're playing Millicent von Kessel there, Kurt. It'll be good. I know Coco and Christy are looking forward to it too. So it's going to be a blast. Yep, definitely. So there you go, Thieves Guild entrance. And here's the Great Hall of the Thieves Guild T21. A lot of detail on that in the Thieves Guild section. Oh wow, virtual game Saturday night. Man, I'm so burnt by that time, Lando. I'm gonna be drinking Saturday night. That's it. Saturday night, I'm out. I'm gonna be out of it. I'm gonna be so tired. Excellent. You're packing now, but you don't leave till next Monday. Wow, you're packing early. It's good. The Black Orchid Boarding House. This small house is almost invisible from the street. The proprietor, Deccan Gale, is a very light-skinned, white-haired elf. She is tester to the point of rudeness with strangers. She's actually a drow, but has succeeded in bleaching her skin and hair to conceal this fact. Wow. So, awesome. Among Deccan's current residents are Imogen Gellet, a shape-changer. Now, they're the bad... Shape-changers are baddies. In the future one, we'll go over all the groups. You know, Hawar Leek, apparently a traveling aesthetic, who is actually a priest of Incabulus. There's a lot of undesirables hanging out in Greyhawk. Dooth Wimsel, a crude and stupid half-orc assassin, and other assorted thieves, smugglers, and low-life types. So don't go to this boarding house unless you can handle hanging with other major undesirables there. So City Depot, there you go. Typical location. It's where the garbage men here all put. Yep. A few burnable items are incinerated in the rubbish pile outside of the city, but the river has proved an effective waste removal system. That's disgusting. No wonder you don't want it. Don't drink the water. So. Sewermen and whitewashers, the city.
Only drink holy water.
Yes. Yep. Only drink holy water. Oh my God.
Or alcohol.
Excuse me. Yes. Alcohol in its purest form.
Yep.
Gritch Harriet Jeweler. Oh, here we go. Now I got a little bit of an attack coming. Triple check. I'll probably be drinking some triple sec.
I guess alcohol is only Damara's holy water. You know what that is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. By the way, you want to challenge me? ICB challenge.
I'm not going to challenge anyone on drinking anything. That's for sure.
The ICB challenge, I'm right here. So.
I can do a lot of things, but drinking is not one of those things that I'm good at.
1.1 seconds. All right.
And especially not Mullert. Yeah.
Oh.
That's absinthe in Swedish, by the way.
I will never drink Mallert or absinthe. No way. Never again. Yep. It's just like I can't do snake bite shots anymore either. All right, so you got a jeweler here, blind jeweler. So he will generate triple or quadruple the worth of raw materials. That's pretty impressive.
Yep.
Under specific protection of the Thieves Guild. It tastes like pine sol. Ugh. No, don't even try. I'm not trying that. Yeah, no. Well, Coco, it's conversion to Ruby is if that happens, so be it, right? All right, let me go to the Hangman's in our cool place, T25, and we're along the wall now. There's a Hangman. Everclear? Oh, no. Everclear's one you can breathe fire out, right? Can't do it anymore. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. Call me old, but I will drink. I will drink, but I will not drink that stuff. The Grand Inn services a motley collection of thieves, assassins, cutthroats, river scum, and the like as any honest citizen could hope to meet in a lifetime. So, this is a cool place.
Hello,
really...
Dennis. Yep. He just.
Hey, Dennis.
Yep.
Yeah, we're finished. We did the Slum Quarter. We're finishing up the Old City Thieves Quarter.
Thieves.
So, so this inn is owned by the Thieves Guild, and the hangman is considered a privilege to represent the purest sort of that old city atmosphere. Theft is forbidden here, so that's the irony.
Yeah.
The manager is Kim Ward. That's got to be someone. Kymm. Is that Jim Ward's wife? Kim Ward.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's the case.
Wow.
It's probably that way. You have to ask Jim.
Or is it Mike backwards? Is there a Mike Ward?
It might be too. Yeah, might be as well. Yeah.
Huh.
Might be either.
Gotta ask on that. So, he's a friend of Orgnention. So, and he has no bouncers because he can count on them. So, it's a safe place to visit. Customer who goes out of his way to become obnoxious or vain will quickly become the butt of practical jokes and ridicule. So, that's kind of a cool place. All right, so nearby is the Chapel of Norbo, right? Which, by the way, is Oberon. As we all know, Len LaKafka, right? Oberon, backwards. So, there's our doorman, Van Wickman. Doorman to the VIP party. What's going on? Last stream before I leave, man. I leave Friday morning.
That's why we're a bit crazy today.
What's that?
That's why we're a bit crazy today. Yeah. I've been packing too much, and I've been getting tired, and I'm getting up in 6 hours to.
Yes. And all Jeff and God, let me finish this first. I got 2 more to go.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna because Josh isn't on, so I can bust his stones. So here we go. It's Chapel of Nor's brother, pawnbroker of Vesper. This is a pawn shop. So and Vesper is second in command of the Assassin's Guild. So you don't want to mess with this guy. Now he becomes, in later publications, he becomes the head of the Assassin's Guild.
Oh yeah, because he moves to, what is it, to Safeton, or
Turin
becomes
does.
the mayor of
Turin does. It's a Safeton. So Mama Esther's Bakery and Boarding House. Lastly, shabby little building, source of wonderful aromas. So, yes, I have Mother's Delight pastry shop in frickin' Altamira. So, what's it? Same kind of place.
They should have that type of place. Every city needs one. So, yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, note with the map here, we got the map, and you can see, the old city is over here, up, and you only got the Slum Quarter in this area, which we went over first. The Great Burn is here, so the old city part. So we've done this, and we've done this half. So we're only halfway done, because River Quarter and the Foreign Quarters can take a whole.
Come back and have 2 more episodes, and there are other aspects of the city we need to look into as well. So surrounding areas and stuff like that, publication history and stuff. We touched on it, but there are some other
But like and if you want, let's just do this. So, if you want publications, adventures, we gave you a case of measles, right? 1 second here. Let me see if I can pop this up here.
And also, we have to say, go to Cannon Fire, and Jason Savoda, when he read the Saga of Old City and the other Gord books, he read them through, and with comments and made analysis. They are great to find out more about the city.
If you really want to delve in. The Falcon series is here. It's 2nd edition. Anne Brown. Who's Richard W? Anyone know who Richard W was? So, I don't know who Richard W was. So this is 3 entire adventures. We did our fundraiser event on a year 2 about the Falcon, because I didn't like. I wasn't a fan of the stories that much, but as you can see, here's all the maps in this, and just note. Here's another time where they kind of things go crazy. all over the place in Greyhawk.
Well, that was part of when the
Great
TSR
Burns in
was
here.
going down the drain when they
Yeah.
published them. So they were running out of money and all sorts of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, this is 1990. This is a year after the Free City Greyhawk box set.
Oh, okay. So then
done.
they were
Yeah.
not that in that desperation. So
These are one of the
that's
first second edition ones that came out. So
Yeah.
it's 90 and 91 and 92, I think, each year they came out with them. But there's a lot of locations detailed in these as well. There's a Greyhawk Dragon in here. It's an Iusian cult
Mhm.
thing. Yeah. So Dennis, I ran them, and I said this a long time ago. I don't remember much. Dennis. I don't remember a lot about. Hey, Dub Touch, about what happened in the to say it was that memorable, right? I just don't remember. Expeditions, I remember. This case of measles, I remember. I don't remember what happened in the Falcon thing. So, is it Richard Brown? It could be. It could be a husband-wife team. Alex, you could be right. So that's probably why I did them in the fundraiser. And I said, look, we did a whole storyline with the Falcons. One of the last times we did, every stream had a part of the story because it's so tough to make that happen, right? So where it's this part, this part, this part, and it was cool. But it just it's tough to do. So, but yeah. But it's good to hear, Dennis, that your group liked it because I just don't remember.
I never ran the Falcon series.
You probably read them though, right?
Oh yeah, I read them at least once, but I'm going to read them again. So yeah.
So
Especially for the city project. Yep.
let's just show this. Let me show this. So, Raid Summit Forgery. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you so very much. My gosh, they move stuff around too. Oh, my buttons are all over the place there. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Giveaway still classic D&D reprint. Monday night with a quest. Oh, are you? Oh, that's cool. I don't want to give stuff away. How many buildings or groups in the city of Greyhawk have plot hooks to encourage players to visit other parts of the setting? I don't know. Probably 25%, Anna. 1/3 have little plot hooks in them. I mean, they're not in detail. In detail, probably 1 out of every 5. But like a little blurb or something that you can run with, about 50%.
There's so much stuff you can grab out of it just reading between the lines.
Yeah. So here. So this is one of the great Mike Disney minis he did. So.
Oh yeah.
That is that was the one of the Falcons in the Falcons appearances that he custom painted that. Yeah. So and we had a lot of fun with that. I'm trying to let me see here. Yeah, there the Falcons. So, and then lastly, here is Mizrab Zalin, another Greyhawk dragon. So, does anyone know? This is a guess. How many Greyhawk dragons are noted in Greyhawk City? And I want to say 3.
You had the opera singer.
Estrella, Mizrab. There's one other one. Yeah, I think it's 3. I think there's a third one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the one. It's not the one with the Elven Theodane Arias, but I think there's a third one. I think there's 3. So, but yeah, so you have a Greyhawk dragon in this one as well, which is kind of cool. I love Greyhawk dragons. I think it was a great idea for. So, yep. So that's a metal mini paint job. So. You may be thinking, well, Theodane, I think you may be thinking Theodane's Hutna Mosque, right, is the name of the Greyhawk dragon, right, Sam? So, Roger Moore made rules for Greyhawk dragons having babies with people. Well, I can understand that, because you do have the, what's the dragon, what's that, what's it called? You guys are going to kill me now. Should I be on Maladin's list? Everything? No, not everything's on Maladin's list, so, yeah. Let me shout out the green team in there. So, okay. What questions does everyone have of what we've talked about tonight? No, we're not tieflings. Yep. We know Estrella. I have Estrella. Estrella's one of my favorite. In
Yeah.
fact, you'll see in my Altamira sneak peek, I rename Estrella and I put her in there because she appears at the Scintillating Scepter Theater House at one point and actually does a couple of performances, but we change her name slightly so we don't get in trouble. So yes, but Estrella and Ms. Zabra too. So no, Lee, you're all going to be so upset when poof, Vampire Throttle never existed coming up. You're just going to really be upset. I'm not going to be upset, but you all are going to be upset.
I think King Bell will be very disappointed if his the Son and Heir never exists.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
yes, but he will exist as a human, not as a vampire. So
Oh,
there you
gotcha.
go.
Yeah, Vampire Throttle.
Yeah,
doesn't
no
exist.
Vampire
Yeah.
Throttle.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. So a couple. I thought there were three. Yeah, Estrella's the biggest one. So what other questions do you have here? Anmar, we got to meet a dragon. Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's always fun. Always a fun thing. So, Curtis is on. We know Scottish Jeff, who's KP duty guy now, is on. Anna's on. Who else is Vamp's on? So all I gotta say is take your marching orders you get from Josh in stride with a smile, and I'll be rooting you on every day. I'm sorry, that was mean. I couldn't help myself. Right, Curtis? You're all just Curtis. You all have fun. So.
Oh, definitely.
I know. Cruel No, it's going to be cruel.
To help out with the con is awesome.
I know, but yes, I know that it's really good to help out, and so. Oh, wait, ready? I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast a summoning spell.
Who are you summoning? Oh.
Look what I have.
Oh, okay. You don't have to go and ask for it this time?
I got it. It came in today finally. Woohoo! I got my own duct tape. It's got a box too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I will need it too. So I got all my stuff all over here. There's crap all over the place. Piles of stuff. So just having fun here. Yes. I've defeated him because now I'm gonna walk in Wednesday night and I'm gonna have my head like a headbanded wrapped in duct tape around my forehead. So driving and flying. I'm flying first class too. Screw it. I got enough points. I'm flying. I'm gonna enjoy myself because I got a case. I showed the case. All the miniatures are in there. All the painted ones. I need to check it. I need to make sure I have a spot because I cannot have that bag. It's got to come on the plane. These are all Build-A-Character painted minis. I can't have anything happen to it. So it's
going to have it as
So I'm just So here we go.
Yeah.
Real quick. Yeah, I'm flying. I am flying. So there you go. Right. So. Curtis, I got your minis in here too now. That empty row is where I put your minis. So there you go. And just see, here you go. Plenty of it. PCs, stuff, monsters, all in that one case, man. It fits a lot of stuff, even some really huge ones. So that is coming on the plane with me. My plastic ones are going into my luggage. So yes, I can't. Yeah, I just want you to be careful there, Courtney. You and Bird, be very, very careful driving. So, and have fun on that road trip. So, there's going to be plenty of hijinks. So, I have Skarn. Skarn's in that box. Every character here. Anna's character, Nira, Ravalantar, Elazira, Fritz Winchester, Erebus, Morton Didif, Chad Statrick's character. I brought the real original painted miniature that we use.
Awesome.
Ella Rothschild miniature, Millicent miniature, right? Molson Von Kessel miniature, all of them. I have Fion miniature, Skarn miniature. I have all the original miniatures painted. This is the 50th anniversary. So Telegord, yes, I have Telegord's miniature, every one. I went through my checklist and I got every single miniature for all six times I'm DMing, every one. I didn't miss a single one. I triple checked it. So, yep, yes, yes. Well, some dice Thursday afternoon, evening after you get settled. Yes, well, Tyler Gygax at some point. Right. Oh, Curtis, by the way, this is signed by me, and Carlos signed all the ones he sent me. So this is dual signed by both of us for your Tower Gygax gift. All right, it's dual signed. So there you go, bonus. All right. What questions does everyone have, Anna? What do you have? Talking about Greyhawk or anything you want to talk about? It's,
Well, I can put my link. Hang on a second. Put my link in again.
Please do.
Yeah. There we go. And say I just open up that post to everybody. That is because we talk about Greyhawk, and I'm going to kick off I've started my research and putting all the information together to map City of Greyhawk. And my first kind of good example of how I really want to do a city is Critwall. So here is my map of Critwall. And some illustrations and stuff to go with it. So as an example of the quality I'm striving for. Oh, thank you. I haven't done much yet, Curious, but I will. So yeah. So that's the kind of the standard I want to map cities. I have a bunch of smaller settlements and stuff that I mapped to that I haven't shown anyone yet, but it's coming. And so the City of Greyhawk, and the first phase is research, and then comes the starting with the terrain and stuff like that. So it's a couple of year long project, but first is to collect all the data and start researching it, sketching it out, and getting all the stuff in there, so to speak. So I just wanted to show people what my ambitions are when it comes to city mapping, what what I want to accomplish, so to speak. So that's the kind of model I want of the city.
We're gonna have a lot of fun discussions, so
yep.
Seminars. Are there any seminars? We're not doing. None of us are doing a Founders and Legends seminar.
No, I don't think there are any seminars on Founders and Legends. I think it's all games.
Yeah.
Just
so it's good.
And roll dice and have fun.
Yeah, that's going to be good. I'm looking forward to being there in 2 days from today. Right. So, all right, let's go here and let me shut this off here and let's go to. Show what we got going. All right, one more time.
Yes, I'm going to talk about that too. Thank you, David, for bringing that up. So I have to show what the doors open. Yep.
You're going to show which way the doors open. Oh, wow.
Now I need to I need to add that to my dungeon maps. Yep. Like there are some maps that actually have a little quarter circle that you can see which way they open. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, there's some I've seen some dungeon maps that has a little, the door is kind of has a little like an architectural map. So yeah. But I don't, probably my dungeon maps and building maps doesn't have that high resolution. So yeah.
So if you are going, once again, look for me. There's Garner, Carlos, who's hard to find because he's sleeps in the day and
he's
games
a night
late
owl.
night. So he's kind of hard to find.
Yeah, he's a vampire. So go at night, you will find him.
Anna, Robert, Phantom, Dave, Guild Superior is only doing open play. Greyhawk Mike's going to be there. There's Greg. There's Valmoku, Justinius, Coco, Bird, Curtis, and Brett, which is Eb here on here now. Thank you, Chris. Myriad, Bones, Darling. And by the way, so it looks like they're playing a game Saturday night, live streaming it on the GaryCon channel. A 5th edition version of the Tomb of Horrors that appears with Myriad DMing it. That'd be kind of cool to wrap things up. So while they're doing that, I mean, a lot of us are going to be in the bar at the end of that night because it's going to be the last hurrah, right? That's Saturday. So, but they got that going on. I think it's this upcoming Saturday, right? It's not. I mean, it's not this Saturday. It's got to be. It's got to be the Saturday at GaryCon. It's not the Founders and Legends.
Oh yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
Because they're not streaming Founders and Legends, right? Let me take a look. 1 second.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully they stream some of it too.
I
Yeah.
don't think they are. I don't think they are. Let me just double check this. I know I saw it here. March 16th. Oh, it's this Saturday. It's this
Okay,
Saturday.
there you go.
Saturday, March 16th. It is this Saturday, 7 p.m. There you go. So it's before they've left. Okay, cool. Nice. So there you go. Something to check out Saturday evening. If you're now, it's probably gonna be a lot of hanging at Founders and Legends too. But yeah, good to see. All right, so it's not at GaryCon Live. They're not doing it in person. They're doing it remote, which is cool. Nice. All right. Schedule. Yeah, it's pretty good. So I will be DMing 9 a.m. Everything's central now. March, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, right? Thursday. Anna and I are going to try Sunday night from the club to do a gabbin this Sunday, okay?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Whatever we talk about, it's not going to be like the big. It's going to be like the Wednesday night show, but it won't be as big, obviously. But I'm going to do a 1,000 update on how that's gone the first 2
Well, we
days.
never know. There might be some cool guests. You never know who shows up. Yeah.
Or they may throw us out of there too on Sunday.
Exactly.
Who knows?
We might have to sit in the corridor and do it.
Yeah. Who's which guy on the left? Oh, I don't. I'm not sure, Jeff, who you're talking about there.
Oh, the previous go back one slide. There was that.
Oh, Todd Stashwick.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Todd
That's
Stashwick.
Todd. I was just going to say it's probably Todd. Yeah,
it's Todd. Yes, my good friend Todd Stashwick.
He's awesome. Yep.
Yes, you got it. You busted my balls. I got it. So, Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central. We're going to try and do a gabbin. So it's normal time, 7 Eastern. Okay. He is my good friend. Come on. I've already been talking to him a couple times here and saying, hey, Morton's like the main mage. He's like, no problem. So yeah. All right. So this is the ad, and this is my stream schedule there, Mac. If you're asking, live at Founders and Legends. All right. And then next, now this one, it's going to be so hard to stream. I doubt we're going to be able to stream this. Sorry, live, you were in this one, but it's in Evergreen too. I just think there's going to be 3 other DMs in there in that room. I just don't see how I'm going to be able to stream this game. So I got Bird and Coco. This is before we had all the signups. Kurt's in this. Scottish Jeff's in this, right? Lee's in this. So we're gonna have fun with this one. So yeah, I just don't think I'm going to be able to stream this. Let me wait a minute. Hold on. Give me a sec. Got all my rosters here. Let's see who else is in this. Puppets for Temple, Thousand. You gotta print this stuff out if you're a DM. Valmoku, we've got Valmoku. Michael's in it. Jim Stewart. Jim Stewart's part of Warp. And Jim is a really good guy, and he's played in my games the last 2 years. In fact, I think, Curtis, you played with him. Jim Stewart. Remember the guy from Warp? Yeah, so he's playing Erebus in that adventure. So, yeah, he's a good guy, and that'll be a fun one. You gotta give L Rothschild a Mo. You can do whatever you want. It's a one-shot, so that doubtful that will be streamed. And I missed Wednesday night. How did I do that? How did I do that, Anna? I missed the big event Wednesday night.
Okay.
Yeah. How did I do that? Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you were in the game with him last year. All right, so Wednesday night from the club. This is an official GaryCon Live / Lord Gazumba channel dual stream event. This is live at GaryCon. This is an official gabbin. 3-hour
we will
show.
Not be thrown out then.
What's that? No, we don't get thrown out of this one.
Chop up.
We're not getting thrown out of this one. So from 6 p.m. CDT, 3-hour long. I got Ed, Todd, Eric Mona scheduled. We're trying to get WotC people there. Trying. So I've we've asked a lot of other people. We will have. Yeah, I think he was in game two successive years, Curtis. Jim Stewart. So we're looking forward to this. Just sitting down, talking, seeing what everyone's up to, what they're looking forward to, and that'll be a 3-hour gabbing. That'll be the first official live stream event during GaryCon. So, all right, cool. Yeah, please do. All right. The last two are definitely live stream. Also, all seminars. The Greyhawk one is at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock on Thursday. Our standard Legends and Lore show, myself, Mike, and Anna, it's 2 o'clock. All right, 2 o'clock Central Time on Thursday. That is streamed. Then I don't know. Jeremy's Gamescapes won't be, but this next thing will be streamed. This will definitely be streamed because it's from the boardroom. So we got, and Greg, you're in this one. Justinius is in this one with a person who's never played before with us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. When we get these Diamond Badge sign up people, thank you for the follow. Retaliation and Revenge, we have Joe Paulson. So Joe is playing Tabitha the Fighter Mage from Iron Fury. And we have Skarn, and then we have Venerum Vord, Rosie, Kazara, Devin, and Lergia in that one. Right, and that will be definitely streamed. Retaliation and Revenge. Yes. Okay. I will kill Rosie's dog that night. Just kidding. Why would I do something that cruel? You guys are mean. All right. Ed Greenwood will be at 4 o'clock this day as well, and that'll be streamed as well. The one with Anna, myself, and Ed Greenwood. We'll stream that too, because we can, right, Anna?
Yeah.
That's going to be packed. Because
Yeah.
we got 50 people there, and there's going to be people that didn't sign up that want to get in. That's going to be a madhouse. That one, right?
It was like last year we barely could fit in one of the conference rooms or these boardrooms we filled that up.
But this is the whole Swinghurst. This one.
Oh yeah.
The Ed's is in the Swinghurst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have to talk to Ed and go over some of the talking points and stuff on that one. So
Definitely.
I don't think there will be a big problem because Ed is there. So we don't have to worry too much. But yeah.
And then lastly, while Jeff will be setting up, and I'll tell Jeff where to put everything. Just kidding, Jeff. But the Chop House will be playing in there on Saturday. Myself will be DMing for Ed, Tony, Anna Meyer, Chuck Gumbo, Bill Meinhardt, and Antiquitous, and Steven Danielson, who's playing a new character I made up. So I made another Rothschild, but this time a male, because he wanted to play a wizard, and we got a whole bunch of wizards. I said, you want to do something a little different outside the box that you never played before? Let me see if I can find him. And so this is the only character that I had to edit some levels on people, but this one I made up brand new. If you can tell me who I named this person after, you get a gold star. So his name is Orist Rothschild, and he is an Earth Elementalist. All right. So he's got the Earth Sphere of spells. So I'm gonna let an Elementalist loose on the group there. He knows Ravalantar from the city of Greyhawk. He is a member of the Guild of Wizardry with Ravalantar, and he's traveling with him. So yes. So if anyone can get that, who that's named after, it's obscure, but some of you aficionados in sports may get it. Gotta go way back. Forrest Gump, no. The name is named after someone. All right, so that is, and then, hey, G-Dub. Orest, O-R-E-S-T. It's a really bizarre name. O-R-E-S-T. Yes. Gotta know your hockey. So there you go. I'm showing how old I am. Yeah, it's a flyer. It's a flyer. It's one of the flyers from the 73, 74 who I actually know. He's a good friend of mine too. He was my financial planner. He actually he has 2 Stanley Cup rings, and if you remember the game where the Flyers beat the Russians in '76, he actually is in front of the net with the puck, and Tretiak stones him. So his name's Orest Kindrachuk. You can look him up. He's like 5'6", real small guy, and he's a really smart guy. And he was my financial planner for about 20 years. So there you go. Yep, we're talking 70s now, not the 80s. So yeah, Texas and hockey really isn't a thing. That's not true. That's not true, Tino. The WHA, you had the Houston Aeros. Come on, who was on the Houston Aeros all those years? A legend was on the Houston Aeros with his 2 sons. See? One of the greatest legends of all time. Played for years in Houston. That's cool. So, Anna, what do you got here? What do you want to shout out? I'm babbling.
Hey, I just want to say that it will be going to be so awesome to see so many of you, and thank everybody for all the support and help make it possible for me to actually go to GaryCon and Founders of Legends. That's I'm so grateful for that. Otherwise, it wouldn't be possible if I had to pay out of my own pocket to do all this. So I just want to shout out all the support I've gotten, and I have tons and tons of slides. There's more in the making, and I'm now making some posts on my Patreon that will trickle them out while I'm traveling. So there will be things coming. And there's more rendering, so we'll see how much I can squeeze in. I can probably grab some from, I'm putting them in Dropbox. I'm setting them to actually render and post in Dropbox, and then I'll see what I can pick up when I get there too. So there's some new cool stuff, lots of things in the making that will be on my seminar and stuff. So but please go again and grab the crit wall map and look at it and see if you find that it needs to be updated with more locations, and I'm going to write down my notes on those locations. I haven't done that yet, so to speak. So, but at least the map is kind of feature complete in the way that all the major features are there, all the buildings are there, and all the data and stuff are there. There's a bunch of more stuff to label, and I also have to write some of the more stuff on the stuff there. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to seeing it, and to everybody who's not coming, my seminar will be, I will run it on Twitch after, and then you can come on and ask questions and so on and so forth, and then you can get back and download all the slides that will be showing as well in full resolution, and there will be links to some other stuff and so on that will drop during the convention, and I'll bring my laptop, so there will be more stuff in the making during the convention too. There's a couple of days in between where hopefully will not be too busy, so I can do some more stuff, so to speak. So yeah, so thank you everybody for all the support. Yeah.
So Curtis links up to me in Discord. Yeah, you got a good acting person from a movie. It's very close to Fritz Winchester there. You're dead on. You're dead on. Good one, Curtis. That one's awesome. Yes, Anna's got it. So I was just curious how big that download was, because
Well, there's two grids on the
Oh.
There is one that is, if I remember correctly, a quarter of a mile or half a mile. I forgot which one.
Right.
And then there's another grid that is actually a longitudinal. So you get the number, the degrees north and the degrees east. And the degrees east is just right east of city of Greyhawk. It's like a quarter of a degree east of the city of Greyhawk, or if I remember correctly. I don't have that in my top of it. So there is like a grid that is a square grid that is actually just quarter miles, and you can see there's a white grid and there's a white distance marker, and then there's a black grid that is the Jeep, or the coordinate grid, so to speak, with north and east and so on. So you can orient it that way. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it actually has, because in my view was that Crit Wall was actually designed to house a much bigger population and then the Great Kingdom started to fall apart because they thought that they were going to expand and it was going to be a huge kind of a settlement to expand north, but that expansion never happened and these settlers didn't show up. So, and funds starting to get dry and so on. So Gritwall was designed to be house more population and be a bigger, more powerful city than it became afterwards, so to speak. So my design reflect that kind of part of it. And there's even some walls and stuff that are only partially designed that was never finished. They are part of the city design too. So I try to make it a city that has a history built in.
Cool.
Mhm.
So, lastly,
Yep.
if you're at GaryCon and you haven't, go down to the Troller Games vending hall and say, "Give me my Free City of Altamira sneak peek book. It's going to be
Yep.
bound." Right. And here is, some more beautiful Anna maps that'll be there, close up and long range with Crystal Lake, and
Mhm.
there'll be a lot more added as we go. But there you go. Right. Okay. And then about 20 pages of interior goodness here, and it'll be there's another map from Anna showing the down view, which is really cool, off the lake and down to it, and here's the Kumquat Grove. Now they are printing it in black and white to save cost. I don't blame them. So I can't blame them for doing 300 copies and doing it in black and white. I said no problem. So all right, and we'll see you there. All right, let's do the giveaways here.
Yep. Awesome.
And see who wins this. All right. Um, Holmgren, yeah. I don't know about that, Dave. Yeah. All right. Oh, let's see. Okay, that's still working. That's good. All right, last call, exclamation point drawing. See who wins the giveaway tonight for a Classic D&D reprint of your choice. All right. I'm going to close this out, and then we'll find someone to raid into. Thank you for all the viewers. Who's on? "20 Sides" is on. Folk and Myths on. So I'm just seeing who. I'm sorry, Mac. I'm not. Not, unfortunately. We'll go into that off camera. Yeah. I always put people on the stream team first. I'm just checking here. Sarah, I think I'm gonna do. That's weird. I'll probably do. Alex is on. I'll probably do 20 Sides. I still on Planescape. I know some of you guys like Planescape. So yeah, I know Kurt. I know Kurt. He's on too. I'm gonna flip a coin. But I think last time I did Folkamith last time, right? So I want to alternate. I'm almost positive I did him last time. So I may just want to go back and forth and hit up Alex on 20 Sides here this time. So let me. All right, let's do the giveaway here first. Let me do that. Ready? Gonna close this out. See who wins. Boom. Curtis, you gotta be freaking kidding me. That is funny as hell, man. Curtis, grats. You lucky dog, you. Well, I may be able to bring something else out to you instead of mailing it. We'll see what makes more sense there. So you just tell me what you. Thanks. I just wanted to do this. Well, I don't know if I'll even be back in time a week from Sunday to do a Gabbin. I don't think I will, but you never know. I may be back in time that Sunday night, but then I go right out the next day to travel for work for 3 days, so it's going to be brutal. So, tapers us in a bag, then mail. True, Jeff, but my storage is at a premium. Every space I have is taken with something, right? On my bag, I'm checking. So yeah, I'll see you all. We'll see you all soon. I mean, it's not going to be that
Yeah.
long. If I can stream Saturday morning the Thursday game, I'm going to. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. It depends on the table. It depends on if there's a table nearby. It depends on all sorts of things. It depends on electricity and everything. but if I can, I will. But so we'll see. All right. So let's. I'm gonna raid into 20 sides. I think this week. Let me just double check that. My God, the Wednesday nights I have so many people on. Yeah, 20 sides is in the stream team, so I'm gonna raid into him. So I'll see you all. See you all soon. Okay, thank you all. Anna, thanks a lot. Have a safe trip,
thank you.
everyone. I know a lot of you are traveling on tomorrow. Please be careful. Get there. Take your time. Don't rush. Get to your place. Enjoy the travel. And I'll see you there. I'll start, Thursday night, Friday morning. I'll be on a plane and I'll be there out there by I should be there by 1 or 2 o'clock on Friday. So, and then I'll start harassing Josh then, and when I get there after I get checked in. So, all right. Thanks. See you.
Yep. See everyone.
No, I hit a wrong. That was the wrong button.
Wrong button.
I went to. That was the wrong button too. Everything is jumbled. I am screwed.
Yep.
I think it's this one. Wow. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. So, yeah, I really got that one messed up. And I'm looking forward to playing with everyone coming up. Whatever game you're in, I'm really excited about it. And let's have some fun together. Whew. All right. See if we can get in like 70. That'd be awesome. Yeah, Planescape game going on, so that's cool. Nice. All right, that's a good number. And we'll see you soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, everyone. See you in a couple days. There we go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, good. Thank you, dear. You did Lions.
That's
share of
okay.
work
I
today.
don't
Yeah,
have any problem
that
with
was
it.
good. Yep, that was
I love,
good. Thank you.
when John said, someone should cross-reference all them. That ain't for me. You want to?
No, but that's for me. That's for me.
Yeah.
That's for me to do. So
Yeah.
I'll spend the next year or so to sample all the stuff. I'm collecting all the sources. I've tagged up my Evernote base and stuff like that. I've fed it into AI or whatever, so I can get stuff out.
Cool.
And so I'll now put a special Obsidian vault just to store all the locations and tag them and stuff, so I can have them and put them on the map. So yep.
Yeah, that's a big job.
Oh yeah, and people don't realize research takes longer than actually making the map. Research is more than 50% of the job. Sometimes 90% of the job.
Yeah.
It's to actually make the map is sometimes the easy bit.
It is such
it's an enormous undertaking too, and especially when you want to be all encompassing, to just take one product and make a map for that, that's a lot easier. But if you want to make a map and compromise and put everything in there, then it becomes much more a thing. But I think the community, it's a great asset for the community and resource for the community once it's done. So yeah.
Right, but it's just, it's something that's like, oh my gosh, it's gonna.
But that's what my patrons pay me to do.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
so true.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
All right, so this is all here. My wife was pressing some of my shirts, believe it or not, so I'm gonna go check on her.
You're gonna have real shirts with
these, so they don't.
That they don't. Oh yeah, otherwise they curl up.
Yeah, absolutely. So.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to hammer out a couple of more Patreon posts. And then I'm going to pack my toiletries and then go to bed in like an hour or so.
Good. Good for you. Be safe traveling. Yeah, I got a big sales meeting tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to it. But I got to get through that. So.
Yeah, we'll see you a couple of days.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye.